guys, this is an intermediate video, so if you're new to Pilates and you're not sure how to connect to your deep core, I would recommend watching one of the other videos first. Okay, let's get started. We are going to come and start lying down on your back. We're going to start with an articulating bridge, so we're going to roll up through the spine. So take a breath in, soften through the shoulders, the jaw, the eyes. Think about widening at the base of the skull, widening at your collarbones, and widening at the sit bones. The hip flexors, the front of the hips, are going to be nice and soft. Okay, hands down by your sides. Take a breath in again. Exhale, engage through the core and gently press the backs of the arms into the floor. Feel how that strengthens that core connection. Inhale, relax the arms, relax the belly. Exhale, engage. Press down. Good job. So now we're going to start to tuck the tailbone as we exhale and roll up into a bridge. So breathe in. Exhale, tuck the tail. Lift those sit bones up towards the backs of your knees. Roll through the spine. Keep tucking the tailbone the whole time until you're all the way up. Hands are pushing down into the mat. Take a breath in at the top. Check that your knees haven't fanned out to the sides of the room. Are still hip width. Exhale, roll back down. Keep pulling your body towards your heels. Good job. Breathe in at the bottom. Exhale, tuck, draw your pubic bone towards your belly button as you rise up, rolling through the spine. Good job. Breathe in at the top. Exhale, roll, tuck down through the rib cage, through the bra line, through the back, into the pelvis, and eventually the tailbone. Last one, tuck the tailbone, pubic bone to the ribs. We're going to roll up, really pull your heels towards you. Find those hamstrings, those glutes. Good job. Nice straight line here. We don't want to be lifted up through the ribs. Drop them down. Let the back soften. This is a leg exercise, okay? We are going to focus on that core connection. Soften through the neck. Inhale, open the knees wide. Butterflying the hips out. Exhale, engage through the core and the inner thighs to bring the legs in. Good job. See if you can keep that nice straight body to do this. Often I get asked if it's okay to roll onto the sides of the foot with this exercise. Absolutely. Good job. Stay here. Tuck the tail. Find that hip width apart at the knees, okay? We're still nice and stable. Press the hands in. Lift one leg up to tabletop. Exhale, lower. Good job. Inhale, lift the other side. Exhale, lower. Keep tucking the tailbone. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Stay stable. Try and keep the two sides of the pelvis level as you move here. It might take a little second for you to get stable between the two repetitions. That's fine. Slow it down if you need to. There's no prizes for rushing. If there was, I'd have all the prizes. Take a breath in and we're going to roll back down. Good job. Hug the knees in. Have a little rock and roll through that low back. Good job. Keep the right leg in, stretch that left leg out. You can bend if you need to. Breathe into it. Change sides. Same thing. Great job. Okay, nice. We are going to come into tabletop. Okay. So I like to have the knees closer than the hips, or kind of thereabouts, okay? Some instructors teach further away. It's much more challenging on the core. See what feels good in your body, okay? Again, I like to point the toes. It's just habit. Okay, so we're going to breathe in here. As we exhale, engage through the core as you lower your toes down to tap onto the floor. Inhale back up. Exhale, lower. Good job. So we want to feel that nice connection between the low back and the floor throughout. Last one to each side here. Really good. We're going to try both legs together. I know in my body that it doesn't work to go all the way down, so I'm just going to go a little ways. If you know that you've got great core control and you can lower all the way down, then go for it, okay? Last one. Really good. Okay, nice. We'll bring the legs down. Okay, let's come into a curl up. So we're going to cross the fingers, interlacing them. Behind the head, gently tuck the chin. We should be able to see our elbows in our peripheral vision. And we're going to keep that little low back space, okay, under our low back as we curl up. This is something people really struggle with. So just take your time to check that you're doing it really well, okay? Take a breath in. Exhale. Find your transverse abdominis first. So find that deep core connection, that gentle drawing in and up. And then you're going to use your six-pack muscles to lift you up. We don't want to feel like we're gripping with our hip flexors, okay? Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So check, can I do that without pressing my leg back into the mat? Maybe I can only go kind of halfway, that's fine. Two more here, exhale to lift. Relax your head into your hands, support the neck. Last one. Really good. We're going to come into bicycles. Okay, so we're going to lift up. We're going to extend the right leg and rotate the right elbow towards the left knee. And then come back to center and twist the other way. Good job. Exhale to twist. Inhale, center. Try and really rotate from your heart. Okay. We want to feel our obliques, those side abdominal muscles. One more to each side. And take a rest. Good job. Okay. Let's just take a nice stretch through the side body. Hands can be wide. We're going to flow our knees over to one side. Think about reaching that top knee away from your shoulder. The hip will lift, that's fine. Exhale, center. Inhale, go the other way. Good job. Really find that space in the waist. One more to each side. Great job. Okay. Let's come onto hands and knees and do a little bit of rotation work. Okay. So hands are going to be underneath the shoulders. Spread the fingers, soft elbows, engage through the shoulder blades. Okay. We're not dumped down. We're engaging through those shoulder blades, like we're pushing our heel of our hand into the floor. Gently tuck the chin. Knees are going to be under the hips. Feet can be in or flat, whatever feels good. Okay. We're going to inhale as we rotate our arm out and away. Really try and rotate from the rib cage. Soft through that bottom elbow. Exhale, twist all the way through and down. Try and bring the shoulder blade down to the mat. Inhale, opening up. Exhale to twist. So there's actually a lot going on with this exercise. Okay. One of the things I really like to focus on is activation of our serratus anterior muscle. So on that bottom arm, we're really having to engage that shoulder blade to keep it connected to the rib cage, to stabilize our shoulder. And then that bottom arm, as we reach through, like right now, we're reaching from that serratus as well. Let's change sides. Inhale, lift as you rotate the other way. Heart really twists away from the shoulder. Exhale to rotate the other way and through. Keep that soft bend in the bottom elbow. Good job. Nice. Okay. So we're going to come into a plank. So you can go into a knee plank, okay, and come down onto the forearms, or you can come into a full plank, whatever feels good. We're going to focus here though on finding that core engagement, okay? We're not just going to kind of let our belly hang out, let our low back dip. We're going to think about engaging so that we're getting the most out of the exercise. So come down onto the forearms. I just have a tendency to bring my hands together. Just always have, you can have them separate, see what feels good for you. And then really think about kind of pushing the balls of the feet away. Nice and engaged through your hamstrings at the back of the thigh and your quadriceps. Make sure the hips aren't floating high. It's not down dog, okay? And you're not dumped down either. Think about widening between your hip bones at the front of the body. One more breath. Good job. Take a rest. Nice. Let's stretch back to shell stretch. So wide knees, feet together, sitting back, arms reach out, and come down. Walk your hands to one side, take a side body stretch. Really breathe into the side ribs and change sides. Good job. Okay, come down onto your belly. Gonna finish with some cobra. So we're going to be working on our thoracic extension, okay? So extension through the upper spine. Excuse me. So hands are going to be bent, elbows bent and hands down by the sides of your rib cage. Gently tuck the chin, so you're lengthening through the back of the neck. Press your pubic bone into the mat. So we don't want to kind of be like arched and dumping into the low back. We're going to think about engaging our core to slightly flatten the low back and push the pubic bone into the mat. I like the legs wide, you can have them narrow, just see what feels better for you. Inhale, and as you do so, imagine you're lifting the crown of your head and reaching it towards the wall in front of you. Exhale, reach it forward and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lengthen forward as you go down. Another really helpful cue is to think about pulling your hands and your elbows back towards your feet. So you're almost being traction in both directions. You're reaching through the tailbone, you're reaching through the crown of the head. This is great for our postural muscles. Helps to counteract all that sitting. Widen through the collarbones, shine your heart forward. Beautiful. Good job. Okay. If you need to take a child's pose, go for it. If not, we're going to do a little bit of glute work to finish off. Just going to take a sip of water. It's cold and flu season and I'm recovering from a cold. So we're going to support your head. You can always pop a pillow or a small rolled towel under your waist to help you keep alignment. bend the knees in. We're going to start with our clamshells. Keep your pelvis stacked, so top hip feels slightly forward of the bottom hip. We're going to be lifting from our glute med, so that muscle on the side of our bum. Last one, we're going to come into our internal rotation now. So knees stay together, pelvis is still stacked, and we're lifting the heel. So it's almost like we're turning the knee into the bottom knee. Good job. Working the same muscle. If you have a band at home and you love to just add a bit more load, this is a great exercise to just add a band around the ankles or the knees when you're doing these clamshells and reverse clamshells. Good job. Extend that leg out long. Reach through the waist. Keep that waist long. We're going to do rainbow, so we're going to tap forward and back behind. If you're tight and you can't reach down all the way, just go as far as you can without moving through the pelvis. So this all comes from the hip. We're not tipping our pelvis around. Hand on the hip just gives us that feedback. What are you doing, body? Good job. Nice, keep it up. Come up, reach out through the waist. Bring the leg slightly behind you now. Okay, we're leading with the heel, we're not leading with the foot. We're going to lift up and down, little pulses at the top of our range. Now if you find that you're just doing this from your waist, take it lower, okay? But if you've got the ability to lift up, really engaging that glute med, then go for it. Modify the exercise as you need to get the most out of it. There's no point pushing if you're not feeling it in the right spot. Last one. Good job. Nice. Let's come on to the other side. Stack your pelvis, neutral spine, okay, so a little bit of space under the waist, little low back arch, but not a huge one. Lift that knee away and down. We're lifting from our glute. Make sure you're not tipping your pelvis back as you go, okay? People always say to me, oh, I can't go very high when I do that. And I'm like, well, that's okay, you don't need to go far. This muscle's job is to stabilize our pelvis, so it's not, it doesn't have a huge range of motion. Good job, last one. Nice, so reverse, so knees together, lifting through the heels. Make sure you're not dipping the waist, okay, keeping that long waist. Good job. Extend that leg out long. Lead with your heel. Okay, keep the waist lifted on the bottom side. Tap forwards and back behind. Just go as far as you can without tipping through the pelvis. Try and soften through the shoulders, the collarbones, the jaw, the eye muscles. Good job. Feel that side glute. Take a breather if you need it. Good job. Okay, bring that leg out. Slightly behind you, pelvis is still in neutral. Okay, we're not taking a huge arch into the low back. Okay, we're going to lead with our heel, not our toes. We're going to lift up and pulse. Just like last time, if you're crunching at the waist, either pop your hand there and kind of really think about pushing away as you lift, or just go into a lower range, right? Good job, nice. Okay, let's stretch it out and come onto our back. Cross the right leg over the left. Push the knee away, flex at the ankle, so top of the foot towards your shin on the right ankle. And then if you need more, bring that left leg in, give it a hug with your fingers. If you like to rock into your stretches, that's fine. I wouldn't bounce, but a bit of kind of gentle rocking can help to kind of soothe the nervous system and help us to relax into tension. So that can actually be really helpful. Think about breathing into that right sit bone. Nice, let's change sides. So left leg crosses over, flex at your ankle, push the knee away with your muscles of your hip or with your hand, and then lift that leg up. Try not to lift your tailbone, okay? Try and keep that tailbone down. If that's hard to do, you might need to keep that right leg on the floor. And just breathe into that left sit bone, that left hip. Really good. Nice. Okay. Let's just finish with some relaxed breathing. So get into whatever position is comfortable for you for sitting. Okay. Bring your hands onto the sides of your rib cage. Okay. As you breathe in, feel those ribs open up wide, forward, backward, and to the sides. Let your diaphragm, your breathing muscle, descend down as you inhale. And gently lift as you exhale. Soften through the shoulders, the jaw, the eyes. Good job. 2 more breaths like that. Just soften into it. Let your belly fully relax. A lot of us spend so much time holding our bellies in, and it really does create a lot of tension. Really good. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever you end up doing.